there's a difference between loyal opposition and sedition. Great word, sedition. I'll get to it in a moment. But loyal opposition is, look, I don't like Donald Trump. Okay, I don't like him. I didn't like Joe Biden. Loyal opposition. So I thought Biden was incompetent. And I believe I've made my case beyond any reasonable doubt. There are millions of Americans, 75 million, who thinks Donald Trump is irresponsible too. And they don't like his bluster. They don't like anything about him. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with not liking Biden or not liking Trump. You're an American. You have the right to do that. That's called dissent. And we honor that in this country. Those of us who are sane honor it. But there's a line. And the line, when you cross and try to undermine your own country, when you root against your own country, when you want your country to fail, that's sedition. And back in the 19th century, John Adams, a country is still forming, you go to jail for that. So it was serious. So if you were trying to overthrow the government like Aaron Burr did, you're charged with sedition. And he was. We got off, but it was close. Nowadays, we have the media, the hate Trump media, but that's sedition on display 24/7. So if you really want to know any practice what it is, you just watch television news. We hate Trump, so everything he does is bad. But there's a more important aspect to this, and that is the Democratic Party. So we did some research on this. First, I'm going to set it up with a soundbite from conservative Republican Senator Ted Cruz from Texas. Go.
They don't want peace, and that is sad. We should all want peace in Ukraine. I believe we're going to see that, and I think President Trump is doing everything humanly possible to achieve that peace, and not a single Democrat is cheering him on. They're all rooting for America to fail. That's really sad.
So we said, okay, Ted Cruz, not a single Democrat, and we researched. Not one elected official in Washington on the Democratic side or governor has supported anything that Donald Trump has done to try to stop the murder in Ukraine. Not one. That make any sense to you? That sedition? Now you got to make that call. You have to make the sedition call, not me. Certainly, I don't think that people who are that blind or hateful, looking out for their country, I think they have a neurosis. But the entire party? You know, when Biden did rarely something that was positive, I said it. So he tried to bring down medicine prices, Biden. That was a good thing. Democrats won't give Trump anything. So I'm going to play you some sound bites to back it up. That's what we do here on YouTube. We back it up. Three people I've chosen are Chris Murphy, a senator from Connecticut, obviously Democrat, hates Trump, hates his guts. All right, Cory Booker, Democrat from New Jersey, you know him. I wouldn't say that Booker is in a category of Murphy. I think Booker is a little bit more reasonable, but certainly no, he's never going to say anything good about Republicans or Trump. And the third is Senator Chris Van Hollen, Maryland Democrat, who despises Trump. Okay, roll a tape on that.
That meeting was a disaster. It was an embarrassment for the United States. It was a failure. Putin got everything he wanted.
This is a president that said he could solve this war, end it in one day. And it's been many, many months now. And he has this permissiveness towards Putin that is very dangerous. It's alarmed our most critical allies in NATO.
Donald Trump once again got played by Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin got the red carpet treatment on American soil, but we got no ceasefire, no imminent meeting between Putin and Zelensky. All the threatened sanctions that, Donald Trump talked about apparently have been set aside.
All right, now you can pull apart any meeting like that. Here's the kicker on it. Murphy, Booker, Van Hollen. They don't have any solution to Ukraine. Zero. Nothing. Homeowners, when is the last time you checked on your home title? If your answer is never, then this is for you. Scammers are stealing titles, and your equity is a target. Criminals forge your signature. Just like that, your home title can be transferred out of your name. That's why I partnered up with Home Title Lock, so you can find out today if you're already a victim. Please use my promo code BILL at HometitleLock.com, and you'll get a free title history report. Plus, you will get a free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection. That's 24/7 monitoring of your title, urgent alerts of any changes, and if fraud does happen, they'll spend up to $1 million to fix it. That's HometitleLock.com, promo code BILL. So if you are going to say that Putin got everything he wanted, you got to say what you would have done differently with Vladimir Putin. Not met with him somewhere else. What would you have done? How would you have treated him? No, we don't get that. All right, permissiveness toward Putin, this is Booker, very dangerous. Okay, it's your opinion, you're entitled to it. How would you treat Putin? Booker doesn't know. All right, Von Hallen says, okay, threats and sanctions that Trump talked about have been set aside. That's not true. That's a flat-out lie. Can be set aside. It might have been delayed. And the president is walking a tightrope on that. Can't keep saying, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it, and not do it. However, Putin gives him just enough hope, Trump, that, all right, we'll give you another 10 days or so. I do the same thing. If you can avert a real confrontation by giving a little more time, then you do it. Now, am I confident that Putin's going to come around? No. I think you're going to punish him economically big time. And I know that Trump's administration is working on that, specifics. Because they have to consult with the EU. There's a lot of people involved here. China. Big key. So if you watch the No Spin News on BillO'Reilly.com, we give you a very specific course of action against Putin, what you would have to do to break him. When you break him, you starve the Russian people, who then rebel because they have nothing to eat. And that is the strategy. We're going to break your economy. People are not going to have enough to eat, and you're going to get killed. The only reason the mullahs in Iran drew back from their new program and to stop funding terrorism to some extent is because the mullahs knew they were going to be killed by either Mossad, the CIA, bombings, drones. They were next because those plans have been drawn up. And the U.S. Intel community let the Iranians know, you're next. You're going. Can't do that to Putin because he's got nukes. Can't say to Vlad, we're going to kill you. You can do it to the mullahs. Because Vlad would use the nukes. Yes, he would. He's mentally ill. When the book comes out September 9th, Confronting Evil, you see what we found out about Putin, you'll agree with me 100%. And I know for a fact that Putin drew up war plans to use tactical nukes in Ukraine. He had them. And the only reason he didn't use them was China, which remains a key for Donald Trump behind the scenes to try to persuade Beijing to tell Vlad to knock it off. All of that does take time, but you have to, if you want to maintain credibility. We don't have much time left. Now, whatever Trump decides to do, whether it's sanctions, whatever it may be, the Democrats are going to criticize it. They're not going to say, that's right. Way to go, Don. Even if he gets a peace deal, here's what the Democrats will say. I'm predicting it right here on YouTube. It's not going to last. Putin violated. It's a waste of time. Oh, they're putting Kyiv in danger. That's what you're going to get. You're never going to get from the loyal opposition any kind of, well, you know, that might be pretty good. Not going to do it. Thank you for listening to this YouTube presentation. I like that. Okay? I'm Bill O'Reilly. We'll see you again soon.